What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel with yet another video. Thank you guys for checking in. So today, unfortunately, I couldn't work on the vehicle. My son has an ear infection, so we had to bring him to the doctor. I think flu was coming around, COVID. It was like 5+ hours to wait for a doctor, and that's just a walk-in. But we did manage to find a pediatrician who was local in the area and was about a 45 to about an hour wait. Family first, stuff happens, and I want to show you guys my probably the smallest collection of Hot Wheels on YouTube. We're gonna go ahead and dive in it today, and I'll show you each and every single one of my cars. All right, guys, so here is my sorry of an excuse Hot Wheels collection. Like I said, it is not much. You know, I will probably be needing a bigger crate in the future. Eventually, I want to go ahead and hang these up on the wall like everybody does. First off, this one, which is not a Honda, my son actually got for me. So this is a 1986 Toyota van. I don't know. I've been liking like the old school vans, like the Delicas, the High Ace vans and stuff like that. I think they're really cool. I'm a big fan of Toyotas as well. So yeah, he did give me this. Now, get into the real part of the collections. I've never done a video like this, so apologize if this is everywhere. New NSX, 17 NSX. This one looks different than all the other ones. I guess there is like a whole lineup of this, but yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. So here we have another two 17 NSXs. What are you guys' thoughts on the new NSX? I really like the shape and the body of it. I'm a bigger fan of the old school flip up lights, retro kind of dude, but I do like the new gen NSX. And yeah, I don't know, I just like the shape of them. They're kind of cool looking, but like I said, I'm an old school cat and I like the older style just a little bit more, but these are cool too though. All right, so this one I got from Steven. Shout out Steven and his wife. They've been like he's been giving me Hot Wheels. Appreciate you guys watching. This is an 8th gen Civic Si Coupe. Unfortunately, they didn't make a sedan. It's very cool to have an 8th gen Civic in the collection. And yeah, again, thank you, Steven. I'm not really gonna get too much into these Honda City Turbos, although I thought these are really, really cool. And you know, it's just like a little mini hatch. I love these. Like, I don't know if we have them in the States. I think they're in like Mexico and like maybe Canada. I don't know. But they come in cool different colors, as you can see. There's like a whole bunch. I'm not really going to show these because these aren't really like, you know, people's favorites or whatever. But yeah, I thought these were kind of cool. Here we have the old school 90s. Well, there is one 17 in here. But aside from that, these are the old school NSXs, like I said, that I love so much. Like this one right here is probably like my favorite one, just a classic red NSX. And yeah, I love like how timeless it is. You know, it doesn't look like it's aged at all. And man, these are so amazing. It's crazy to see the prices on these old cars nowadays. Like, so this one was my first one. It was just a black one. And then silver one I managed to find. That paint's pretty nice. And then this one has like a livery to it, which is kind of cool. It's like a circuit, Ryula circuit. I'm not really sure. It's pretty cool. And then, like I said, here is the 17. I like it, but not as much as the older ones. All right, so getting into the hatchbacks. This again is from Steven and his wife. You know, they know I'm all about the Honda life, so had to go ahead and send me two. He actually sent me two. They both sent me two. Gave one to Lorenzo to open. And he was saying, this is funny. He was like, no, I want to keep it like you keep yours. I want to have a collection. So that kind of like almost brought a tear to my eye. But yeah, so he still has his in his packaging. So he wants to collect too. So now if ever I go like somewhere and I see Hondas, I'll just grab one for me and one for him. Coming down here, we have some old school N600s. Really rare to see. I know they have one here in the dealership in Scottsdale. I think they have like a red one in the showroom, which is kind of cool to see. The old school leather, just a 70s Civic back in the day, looks really cool. And even like the Honda badging is like OG. Like I thought that was pretty cool. So I really like these a lot more than the cities, Honda cities. And then these ones here, classic CRX. These are the 88, which is the year that I was born in. So kind of sentimental about that year. But yeah, I love the CRX, the EFs as well. So I have, let's see, 2 other CRXs down here. One with the livery and just a regular classic black with the bronze or gold wheels. Definitely the black one is probably my favorite. If I were to ever get like a CRX or like a hatch or EF hatch, I would want black just because I don't know, man, something about a black hatchback. Looks pretty clean. Here's a white one, an EF. Love the EF. Very old school. Man, who doesn't love 90s Hondas, man? You're crazy if you don't. All right, so now we're getting into the good stuff. Now, Honda Prelude. I am a big fan of the older style Prelude. And I had a 93, a black one. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but I'll post it up on screen if I do. Something about this body style, which I love. Very, very sleek. I still love the Prelude to this day. 380, I don't know why I got 3 of these. I guess one day, like I found 2, and then I went back and I found another one. I just grabbed it. So did find a blue one, which I don't know. They say the Preludes are kind of hard to find. Blue one right here is pretty dope. I've never seen it. I forget where I found this. Hondas really do the blue color so well. And then I went to Spocom San Diego, and I actually had bought and purchased this custom 98 Prev. And they basically kind of modified it to make it look kind of like, you know, stance boyish kind of. I really love that. I wish I would have bought more, but it was so hot that day, and like, I don't know, I just wanted to eat, so I just grabbed like a couple of them. These are the S2Ks. I don't know, these are so hard to find. I'm looking for a white one. If you guys see one, like a white one, I'll buy it from you. Just something about a white Honda. But yeah, so Honda S2000. Love these. I mean, who doesn't love an S2000? Definitely one of my favorite Hondas of all time. Again, another timeless look on a vehicle. Yeah, they're going for like stupid amounts of money nowadays. Got this green one, which I thought was pretty dope. Then you have the red one. S2K in red looks fire in my opinion. And then you have another yellow one here. So yeah, man, can't go wrong with the S2K. Love the S2Ks. Moving on along, we have the Integras. Now, for the longest time, I was an Integra fan up until I saw the Civic. So you guys know that Integras hold a certain place in my heart. And just any 90s, 2000s Hondas, like I don't know, I gravitate towards them. But before I show any of these other ones, I want to show you the very first Integra of my collection. So story time, before Lorenzo was born, we would go to Babies R Us when that was a thing. They closed down now, and I would just be in there getting toys, trying to get bottles, you know, whatever parents do for their kids or whatever. So I was turning the aisle, I saw this Hot Wheels stand, and here was this Integra just chilling there, and I was like, whoa. When I went to go look at it, it said Integra, and I was like, oh. I didn't even know they had like Honda Hot Wheels back then. To me, I was just so oblivious. So now that I know that there's Hondas, like I am gonna be getting as many Hondas as I can. Just a starting point, definitely holds special place in my collection. So yeah, just a cool little story about that. I also found a black one online. So, you know, your boy had to go ahead and order another one. I just think it's cool that it's in a different colorway. We have this custom green color, which I love. Like I don't know if the light can pick this up, but there's like a sparkle flake in that. I don't know why I got 3. I just got them just because I was just like, man, like it's you know, it's kind of hard to find like Honda Hot Wheels, like I said, nowadays. And you got this gritty one with like this crazy livery or livery, however you want to say that. I gave the other one to my son. Yeah, he just loves Hot Wheels in general. It doesn't even matter if it's like Honda or whatever. So probably one of my favorites as well. The yellow classic Phoenix yellow, guys. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. And here is the 01 GSR, white and yellow. Cannot go wrong with these. These will probably forever be one of my favorite colors on an Integra, or just a Honda in general. They just look so good with the yellow and the white. All right, so you know your boy had to save the Civics for the end because, you know, I'm kind of biased towards Civics. I love Civics. Starting off with the EKs, you know, your boy had to get some EKs. I'm still on the lookout for the red EK from Target. So if anybody knows where I can get a red EK, hit your boy up. I'm trying to buy that. But I doubled up on these because I saw these, I believe it was on Amazon. Classic. I had no idea these were even a thing. And I actually doubled up on the white as well. So this right here is the dream right here. Like to get an EK9 right here, that would be amazing. I told myself if I were to ever get another car, it would probably be a right-hand drive Honda. So if I can get this or the ITR, your boy would be happy. Plus, it would be good content for the channel. So we got to secure the house first, but one day. So this EM1 is actually another one that I got from San Diego. So I got it at the same place, same vendor as that custom Prelude that I just showed you. And I saw this and I was like, yo, let me get that. Yeah, I had to get this just because, you know, this Civic is just a classic Civic. Can't go wrong with it. And here we have the newer generation Type Rs. Obviously, you have your FK8s. This one has the stickers and stuff on there. Classic white. And you got a red and a black one here. Nothing special. I know everybody's on that FL5 wave right now, but I still really do appreciate the FK8. Definitely love any Type R, really. And then you have a 16. I believe this is an FN2 from Europe. I think it's an only Europe release. Nobody really knows that much about these, but yeah, 16 Civic Type R, busy moto, and yeah. All right, guys, so that is gonna wrap it up for my Hot Wheels Honda collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you guys like these videos. Subscribe to the channel if you guys wanna see more content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.